Hello, Kevin DeMackey here, and today we're going to talk about how to evaluate a big campaign idea. Today I'm going to give you tips on how to evaluate a big campaign idea when you're reviewing work that comes back from an agency or creative team. A lot of times you can get in the room, especially when you're a newer ABM or maybe a junior person on the brand team, and it's hard to know how to react to creative work or what you're supposed to say when you see work and you're asked for your feedback. So today I'm going to give you some key criteria, some evaluation tools to help you do that. But the first thing I want to mention is big picture thinking. We want to think big picture. How do these ideas deliver on what we've set out to do? And we want to try to stay away from some of the more minute ticky-tack things that we could be looking at or scrutinizing in the early rounds when creative work comes back, especially if we're looking at big campaign ideas or broader ideas. So here are some key criteria to keep in mind when you're reviewing that creative work. Now we have a framework that you can use. First, does the creative work, does the big campaign idea deliver on the strategy? And in order to know that, you need to refer back to the creative brief. So look back at the creative brief at what the desired belief or key takeaways were from that brief. That's the strategy behind things. And then judge whether or not you think the creative idea helps deliver that. So that's strategy. The second thing you want to consider here is attention. Will this big campaign idea garner attention or command attention when it's out in the marketplace? So does it stand out, catch attention? Also, does it hold interest? So interest over time. Will I want to continue to be involved in this or watch or listen to this as it's happening? And is it distinct? So does it stand out from everything else that's happening in the marketplace? For example, competitive activity and competitive communications. That's attention. Third on the list is equity. So the key question you want to ask here is, does this idea help build our brand equity or erode our brand equity? That's a key test that you want to think about. The second is brand linkage. Can this piece of communication, can this idea be easily linked back to my brand in some way? Fourth on the list here, extendable. Is this big idea extendable? Does it lend itself to different contexts? Can it be used in different channels, different media forms? Or will it last over time? Is there enough behind the idea that we can make variations of it and continue the campaign over time and still hold people's interest? So that is extendable. And then the last one here is excitement. And excitement can be viewed a couple of ways. One is, does it have the desired impact? So will the audience feel excited about what they're seeing? That's one way to think about desired impact. But the other is the desired behavior. So looking back at the creative brief and the strategy that we set out at the beginning, will this big idea motivate consumer behavior, excite the consumer to do what we intend for them to do? That's how you know if there's excitement in the idea. So here are 5 that we just went through, 5 ways that you can evaluate a big campaign idea. And if you look through these lenses, you're always going to have good quality feedback that you can then give to creative teams. And when you're in that room with both teams, whether it's the brand team, the agency, and everyone combined, you're going to give good feedback that's helpful and that honestly just makes you sound smart. So use these to your advantage, and I guarantee your next creative review will be even better. If you found this video useful, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like more videos like this in the future, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications when we publish new videos. And as always, check out the link in the description below for more information on training programs we offer around creative brief writing, good creative process, and how to give creative feedback. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.